Hello everybody and welcome to a animation video. Uh, yes, on this video I'm just going to show you how I animate. Simple. Wait, hold on. Now then, so this is the camera. This is what you go into when you want to. Well, actually, you haven't got that far yet. This is just, I'm just showing you how I animate. I'm not showing you how to animate. You might, because you need to get all sorts of thingy-mabobbers. So yeah, I'll show you how I animate. So I have Black Plasma Studios. Will show you, if you want to learn, go search up on like YouTube or whatever, Black Plasma Studios animation tutorial. That, and then look for the episode 1 on the newest one. Now this is how I animate. Wait, no. So this is just me doing it with Steve. So you can do like this and stuff, or this, or by tapping R, or if you double tap, if press R once, it moves it. Press R twice, you can do it. It's basically like on a axis. If you use these arrows, you can you can do that. And if you press the right click, it cancels it. Left click, it doesn't. So I'm gonna just move his arms out evenly. So I'd have to go like that, and then I'd have to go like that. Wait, OCD. Do that. Go. There we go. Now you can just now he's got his arm like that, so you can go like I didn't know you can do that actually. I don't know. The pelvis is what you can like use as. I'm not 100% on walkie bits. So the torso is what you use to do this. You can't actually do that or that. You don't move this. You just rotate it. So you can make him do like, that's a bit weird. I don't normally do that. So if you want him to do like a bow, bowing, and that sort of stuff. I suppose you want to know what this fellow here is. Here's what you use to change your skin. If you want to add your skin, you have to download it. So you click open, you go into your folder, skin folder, this is mine, and there's my skin. You press Ctrl Z, you can undo that. And so now I've got this. And let's say I want to do that. It's got his arm like that. Like so. And then if I want to do the same with this arm, I could. But I'd rather do it like this. Oop. I'd rather do like that. Now he's doing the robot. You can like move him about with that. That is his flip bone. So that is what controls him. If you want to move his feet about, you can move this. You want to move his up through his face and stuff, you can do that. I haven't figured out how to make him blink, and my skin doesn't have a mouth, so I can't really do much of that. Let's say I wanted him to like, no, well, I can do it like this. Hold on. Like what I need to do is I'm going to load up a preset that I have done. I'll load up just a few so you can like look at what I do. These are some of the things I use. Alright. This is one of the ones I did. It's armored and stuff. If you noticed, he is holding the shield. I'm not very good at that. Angry Steve. You can move the eyebrows to make him look angry. I made the eyes red, which you do simply by going like this. You click on this guy here, you go like this. Oh, click on this. And then if you change the colour on here, it changes his eyes. His eyes done, and there you go. And that's one of the scenes I made. I just supersized a grass block. And if you want that down there is the grid. that is what you start on. So it looks like this. I've put his armor on, which admittedly took a while. And if you're wondering how you get items and stuff, like this is the camera. Wait, here's the camera. So I had it faced on him, but if I wanted it faced on him, this is what it looked like. I actually did set this up. So that's what it looks like. And then it ends there. Now I'll show you another one. So far, I don't know what that's doing there. Right, so now I'll show you another one. So, I'll show you another one. I haven't figured out how to make an arrow yet. I've been trying. Here's another one that I did. This is actually prepared. This is what it might look like. This is just lots of different camera angles. And then that's what it looks like. I have it set quite high. So you can change how long you want it to be with that. I'm just going to turn off. So if you notice, it's off at the moment. I turned it off. Oop, nah. Pause. Nah. No, credit. Oh, wait, no. I'll just do that. Press. I have numpad 0 to get out my camera. So I did this. It's got a shovel and stuff, and it's actually bone melded. So for instance, if I move this, it does that. And if I just do that, it would move that. Same with this. So you could smack someone with a spade if you wanted to. Smack. Smack. So if I turn his arm around and went smack, that's a smack. And then another one that I did, I've done quite a few. I can show you my, wait, I'm going to open the, not that one, lazy flying pig animation, intro waving, walking animation. So I'll just show you how I did this basically. This took me a while. Yes, it's on here, I apologise for this. Wait, hold on. I need to go into the view that I want. Actually, wait, never mind. I can't remember what to do. It's been a while. So let's go for this. Alright, where's the zombie one? Let's go for... This is my default one. This is what I use for starting. Right, and now what I'll do... This is all settings and stuff. So I will just show you what I normally do. So, a pen from library. I will work with a Steve for this video, because I don't know what skins you guys have. And girls. I don't really mind. And I will just show you a simple animation thing. I'm watching a video on my left-hand screen now, and the advertisement was a Blender ad, which is what I'm using to animate this. Yeah, you scroll to zoom in if you're wondering. Right, I'm not very detailed on that. So what I'd do, if I wanted to get an item, I'd go into the item rig, objects, and then if I wanted a thing. Let's say I want an egg, I'd get an egg. Wait, I could probably do an elytra thing. So I just appended a elytra, it's up here. There it is. And then I think, wait, I did that wrong, hold on. There's probably more than, there are bones and stuff. For instance, you will see bone, so you'll like, wait on, you'll see bones, bow, and bow. You have to have both of these by holding shift. And then what that will do is it will make it so that if you want, so you can pull back the bow. Wait on, sorry. You have to go into pose mode, and then you pull it back, and you're firing like that, like so. So for now, a light. I'm not sure how that works. I'm not sure. It's an Electro, but it's not like the normal Electro. I don't know. So I'll just show you a simple thing. So I'll just show you him like doing, let's say, I guess I'll show you just him throwing an egg, I suppose. I'm not particularly good at this, so I haven't done this before. Egg. It's excellent, Smithers. This is a big egg. Wait on. If you want to, this here, this is just a rotation tool, which you can use to rotate it on different axes. So you can like go, red will be like that way. Blue, you turn it around. And green, you make it do 360s. And then white is just, yeah, white. It's just this. But so that's that. And this is a scalar. Now this is fun. So if this is the default, move it over. This here is just free move, I believe. I don't actually know what this is, honestly. And that's just all these tools, I think. Okay, so let's say I want the scalar tool is fun. That's how I made the massive green block. Big egg. Wait, you have to go like that. And now we have a big egg. Hold on. I'll just make a actually plausible. There we go. Now we have a big egg. And then if I was to grab this, I could make it so like, woo, and I could like do this with the R. I haven't been outdoors yet for some reason. I think you have to spawn them. Doors. You have to go to. I can show you how to do a chest if you want. So I'm not very good at making it so like he's picking up something out of the chest. I don't think I could do that. But what you have to do is basically you have to get the chest and chest bones. But you have to get, alright, wooden door. And then that is a small door. House, that is a small door. It's a mouse door. Right, so if it's probably just called door. So A, B, C, D. It's not actually on D, so it's probably like oak door. A, B, C, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. And there's only one L. You probably have to just make the door bigger. So with the scale tool, which I showed you earlier. There we go. Now I've got a reasonable sized door. Thing is, what you could do is, if you wanted, you can make everything super sized. And now let's go back to here. So let's say I wanted him to do an egg. We have to go into pose mode like so. What I have to do is you have to grab your egg, move it, move it to where you want. So, for instance, I want to move his arm up, so I double tap R, put it like that, and then if I make him hold the egg by moving it forwards, moving it across, moving it up, and then moving it so it's just about touching. If you want, you don't have to do this because it'll be hard to tell depending on what your camera angle is. And then now it is, you don't want it to look through though. So now you've got this touching. Now you do this and you shift. So wait, you want to click on here, hold shift, and then, sorry, it's right click when I'm doing this. So you want to, go on here, hold shift and press right click, and then control P, and then bone relative. You do need a plugin which is called Dynamic, it's just called that, partner. This is empty prep, this is what you use, I'll show you that later. But now I'll just keep it on that. The pose tool. And now, since that's a bone relative, if I move this, wait, why is the egg selected still? on Alt, sorry, Control P, bone. Wait, so you have to do Control B, bone relative, Control P, bone. How? Why is that still selected? There we go. And then if I do that, that'll do that, and that'll do that. So now I could have it like, I could have him moving his arm back down to the way it was. So I could have his arm, wait on, I need to go like that. Put his arm like that. And he's holding his egg now. And then if you wanted to make him throw it, you go like that, and make him drop it, like so. So what you need to do to make it the actual animation part is go down here, like this, and put it on either lock rot scale, or lock rot. Personally, I tend to go for lock rot. And then you click on this. This here, keyframe insertion using keyframe set only. I just normally use this for objects and bones. So that's on if you want to do things like doors and stuff. So what you need to do, you grab this, you move it around to here, and that, wait on, let's say, wait, I need to move this up. So now there's a frame on it. I'm going to zoom it in one more. Now there's a frame, so I do that. I move this to, let's say, 30. You can also tap the arrow keys to do that. And then what you need to do, so we've got it. If I move it back, so 30, and then we need to go like this to him. Then if we move it back and play it, it's quite quick. So let's say we want it to be slower than that. We get rid of that frame, we put it to, let's say, 100. Let's say 100, hold on. Then we would move it around like this. Also, you hold shift to move it faster. And now what we do, we play it, and it's slow. 3 frames equals about a second. So let's say we do that, and then we've got that. And now I go out of camera. So by pressing, well, in my case, I have numpad 0. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. By pressing numpad 0. And then what I do is I go over to him, I click on his arm, press R, and then tap, and now you've got a frame there. Now I move it to 150. Oh, bring his arm up like so. Then if I go down to here, press this, he brings his arm up like so. And then if I pause, put it to 170, make him bring his arm down. Well, hold on, I need to make him bring his arm up a little bit more than that. So I get rid of that. So I want him to bring it up a little bit more. So I want him to bring it up to about there, let's say. And now we'd have this. And bring his arm up to there. So now let's just see what we've done. So if I go into crap. I didn't mean to do that. No. I moved this. I apologise. So there we go. So now if I want to go into the camera, press this. The camera will go. And then when the camera was here, he'd start moving his arm up like so. So if we wanted to be longer than 250, we just click on this, change it to, let's say, 300. There we go. I need to scroll this out a bit, like so. You just hold scroll over it, and then we've got that. And so now if I go out of camera, for crying out loud. So if we bring that to there we go. Now we need to go out of camera, bring the frames back, and then we find out what frame we had. So 100, so we put it on 100, 110 is the top arm. After that, he moves it up, and then let's go to 200, and let's make him bring his arm down, like so. And then what we have is this, so the camera's moving, and then after that, he brings his arm up, he brings his arm down. But we need it to be a bit quicker than that, don't we? So we bring it to 175 frames, let's say. And then we make him bring his arm down, like so. Then we go into the camera mode, put it to 0 frames, press this. Now he's going to be moved. The camera moves, he brings his arm up, he does that, and then he brings it down quite quickly. Now we go out of camera mode, and then, so now he's brought his arm down, we go to the frame we want. So when does he start bringing his arm down? So here he's bringing his arm down. So let's say we wanted the egg to now move. Now there is I'm going to just turn this off quickly. Now let's say we want the egg to move. We click on the egg, we just move it, like so. So I'll put this back on, click on here, so he starts moving it like that. So let's say when we get to about here, we need to do that, move it, wait, we want that's a little bit less than that. So we just click on back, we click back onto here, we see what frames. So here, when we want, let's say about there. Then we click on our egg, we move it we move it forwards. We start moving our egg forwards. So we click R, enter, and then we start moving, and then we move our, and then we go to there, let's say, that frame, and then we start moving our egg forward as if he's throwing it. And now we've got that. So I'll go to here, I'll click this, I'll press number 0, I will press A. Now if you want to put it in to render only mode, I just hit my microphone. So you want to put it into render only mode, you go into, I believe it's performance, or is it, I think it's sampling. No, it's dimensions maybe. I have this on frame rate 30 FPS, you can put it on what you want. So if you want, I believe you have to go into, if you want it's this, and then you need to go onto, you don't click on render unless you want to render the actual thing, which I don't need to do because I'm recording myself doing it. And I can't remember how to make it render only. I apologise for my ineptitude. It's not motion blur. I don't fiddle about with that. There you go, it's on here, I think I saw it. Final render, no, acceleration, no. Base, no. Bake. No. It's not on there. Not on there. Don't think it's on there. No. I can't remember what it's on. I feel like it's on dimensions. I can't remember. Sorry, ineptitude. Where is it? Render time, file, blah 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 blah. Output. No, I'm sorry. Here's the boring part. Me forgetting how to do things. Hold on. It might be on here, settings. That's very visibility, settings. No, custom properties. Oh, whilst I'm on here, I may as well show you how to add your own background, so sky and stuff. So I'm going to just go on to, I need to get rid of that for a second. So use nodes, then you need to change this to environment texture. And then click on open. You'll have to have your own things. So I'll tell you what Mindwaves is after I've done this. So you want sky backgrounds, you need to adjust it. So I want, I like the light blue. Then we need to go to, wait, hold on, I remember now. You press, there's a menu thing. No. It's P-O. It's not that, that renders it. I think it's T-U-T. No, that gets rid of that. C, no, V, no, B, no, N. There we go, N. So that brings up this. And this is how you put on. This is how you make render. So what you need to do, if you want a background, I've already set it up in here. So we do display world background, and then we have that. So now I'm gonna press this quickly. And now we have a neat sky. So it looks like that. So that's how you make a sky. And I just remembered that now display only render. So now it's just him levitating. So now if I want to play the thing, I want to go like this. So now it's him moving like so. He brings his egg up, he moves it down, the egg moves. Like so. And that there is a thing. That there is that. So now I'm going to save this, as you go to this, go to save as, and your file, call it, I just have it all jumbled up like this, call it, let's say, throwing egg, and then it does that, .blend, and I just put 1s and 2s on it, depending on which save it is, and save, and then we have that. Now I'll show you how to put your own thing in. So I'll open recent, default Minecraft, oh, wrong one, open recent, default Minecraft scene.blend. Now I'll show you how to make your own thing. So that's what Mineways is. Mineways is what you use to do it when Wavefront OBJ. So you need to get Mineways, and then you need to download a world. Then you go into Wavefront OBJ, click on Mineways, and let's say I wanted to use, I want to use a small one, so I'll go for that one there is a big one, yeah. I'll go for this one here. And then this you need Mineways and an add-on called MCPrep. Because have you noticed that it's just white? It's just a thing. Now if you want to move it, and it's moving, you want to move it down, you want to rotate it. This is just what I used to find it, as you'll see. So now for MCPrep, you go into MCPrep, you click Mineways, if that's what you're using, and then you click materials, and then OK, and then that will give it color. You press A, there you go, you have this. You'll also notice this is what I use for my walking animation, and then that is what I use for that. And then that will conclude this video. That will conclude the video, I reckon. So if you find this video helpful, instructive, or any of that, make sure to leave a like. I'm a bit slow, yeah, I apologise for that. So yeah, and I'll show you. So wait, one thing. So you need material, and then you need to click on this if you want. Don't just use any of those. Just use pose mode if you want to do it for your skin. And then all that. That's about it. Oh yeah, it's, what was it? What was the button? No, that makes everything invisible. What did I do? Control Z, Control Z. Control Z undoes things. G moves it, F to do F. Basically what F does. Oh wait, it's Shift. By the way, it's Shift F. Ooh, it's Shift F to go into this. Do this little movie about thing. To go into that. To get up that menu, it is, well, so if you want to bone relative things, you press Alt P. Alt P. No, what is it? It's not P. Is it Control P? No, you need to. I'll show you in a minute. It's Alt or Control P, You need an actual skin though. And if you want to bring up that menu, it's not B, it's N. And then I'll just show you something open recent. Throwing egg.blend. And then just go out of camera mode. So you need to click on him. Wait, I need to go out of render only mode. Only render. Click on him. Then you press Alt P. No, it's Control P. Control P. And then you click on bone relative. You want to click on bone relative. And to do that, you have to click on this. Then hold shift and right click. So right click on that, hold shift, right click on that. And then when you've finished your thing, you go onto only render, you press A to unselect everything. Press numpad 0. Press your arrow key. And you are finished. He's a magician. Now if you want body posture, you can do body posture and stuff to make it look better. If you notice, the egg still like moves down, but that is a better effect in my opinion, because it makes it look as if the egg's losing momentum, which is a good thing. If you wanted to make him like, hold on, I'll just show you that quickly. So only render off, go out to that. You want to give him like body posture and stuff, you go to the died frame, so the one where he's so that frame there. After that, he throws it, and then you like move him. You want to move his legs about and stuff, so you want to bring his pelvis down, his legs back, so you want to do that. Oh, you want to grab that arrow and move his legs back, move his legs forwards, and then make it like double tap R, and then you can do what you want. So you can like double tap R here. Hold on, I need to move this thing, and then you can make him like do that. But I don't want to do that, because this is just basic. And then when you're all finished, you can go into your camera, go to frame 0, turn on only render, press A, do this, and then you have it. Now this is the finished render that you want. So at the end frame, so in our case, the end frame is 175, so you want to go to like frame 180 or so. Set this to frame 180, enter, and then you want to click on this, not this, you want to click on this, and then it will render it all into your desired folder. And to put it in a folder, you put on output, and then you pick what folder you want, and then you are finished. So if you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below, subscribe, unsubscribe, dislike, just hopefully it's helpful, I don't really care. And then this is what it will look like, and that just repeats like so. And if you have a slightly beefier computer, you can do like ambient occlusion, and that will do that. If you want ambient occlusion, which in my opinion does look good, but it takes longer to render depending on what graphics card you have. So strength, you can like turn up the strength, so like that, but that just does it too much, so like it makes everything black after a certain amount. So you want to go, I'd suggest something like 160, because then it starts to go black. I'd suggest something like between 130 default, 130 and 160, and then you can have distance. So like, I don't fiddle with that. You can go to this. I don't know. This is just like, you can slightly see the darkness ebbing away. Samples, don't fiddle with that. Color, so you can, so the ambient occlusion color, so like if you want a white, now you've got a white ambient occlusion. That. And there you go. And now if you wanted to watch it like this in ambient occlusion, you do that. You do this. He brings it on. It looks like it does look better. He throws his egg, and you're finished. You can also put. Wait, I'll just go to there. You can also put on depth of field, but as you can see, so that's like if you want to do blurry stuff. Back face coloring, you can, if you look at that bit there, you can see a bit of difference. So if I just turn on, you can see a bit there. If you wanted motion blur for when he's doing the eggs, you can enable motion blur, and then you'll throw that. Well, if you want motion blur, I'm not sure how you do that, but you'll have to figure that out. So, if this video is helpful, leave a like, dislike, blah 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 blah. And etc. And yeah, that's it. If you enjoyed everything I just said, that sort of stuff. Bye. Oh, you also need cycles render, scene, default. Now I'm going to save this because I actually prefer this. So I want to go throwing egg v2, save blender file. Yes, I know I'm still recording. And I'll just show you that walking file. This here, only one you want to use on here is either you want default. Okay, I'm back. So the only one you want on here is default or animation, and the animation will do this, and then you've got your frames. So it will look like this in animation. That's the only, because you can input your own frames you can input your own frames and stuff I don't want to faff about, but I just use default normally. And then I'll just show you the walking animation. So as you can see, I had to use this. When you want walking, I would suggest using because I have a lot of frames to do this, and it's still a bit weird, as you can tell. He still moonwalks a little bit. So I used a lot of frames for this, as you can see if I go into animation, lots of frames. And a lot of stuff. I use lots of frames for this. As you can see, all of these are frames and stuff. But this is what it finished looking like if you haven't seen it. This is what it looked like in the end. He does a walk, but it's a bit weird. It's like he moonwalks a little bit. But otherwise it's quite good, in my opinion. Walking's quite hard to do, as you can tell. Why did I put the camera down here? I don't think I used the camera. So let's say I wanted to show you it from this angle. I believe I put ambient occlusion on first. I'm pretty sure I put ambient occlusion on. No, not ambient occlusion. Yeah, ambient occlusion. I did put it on first. It just makes it look so much better, in my opinion, but you need a beefy PC, so that's what it looks like. Anyway, see ya! Boy.